Today is a kind of a cloudy day here in Washington, go figure. And I'm actually going to go up to Dugualla State Park up on Whidbey Island near Oak Harbor. I checked the weather forecast for tonight or this evening, and it looks like the clouds are supposed to break up, and there actually does seem to be a bit of brightening in the sky. So I'm crossing my fingers. Dugualla is a new park for me to visit. It's also a new park in the Washington State Park system. The big iconic thing is there's a really big Douglas fir. So I'm hoping I want to take a look at it and see if there's a good photograph of the big tree. Other than that, the beach at Dugualla faces east. It's supposed to be nearly a full moon tonight, and if the clouds break up like the Weather Channel says they're going to, then I should be able to get a moonrise right before the sun sets. And that's what I'm really hoping for to capture. So let's hit the road, and I'll see you when I get to Dugualla. See you in a bit. So we're here at Dugualla State Park. It's more of a park property. It just recently came on, was protected within the State Parks Commission. And like I said, I'm going to go out and take a look at this big tree that's out here and then head to the beach. Now, as I was driving up, I noticed over along the Cascade Mountains to the east that the clouds are still pretty heavy and dark over there, hugging the mountains pretty tightly. And I'm not too sure we're going to actually see a moonrise, but I'm still going to head out to the beach. It looks pretty clear off to the west. So we might get some really nice reflection of light and color in the clouds around sunset, with any luck at least. And so that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to head out along the trail behind me. It's a gated off road, and try and find the big tree, which I believe is pretty evident, and then head out to the beach. So there's our map. It looks like I need to go along the wetland trail to the Big Tree Trail and then down to the beach trail, or else I can stay at the North Trail because there's a big tree not too far from the beach, so that's a good thing. Most of the trails are pretty short. Fabulous. Time to get moving then. So as I was hiking down the trail, I decided to take the wetlands trail. Could have gone out the north trail. There's a really dangerous looking bunny rabbit protecting that trail though. The other thing I was thinking of is wetlands trail. There's got to be something cool to take pictures of in the wetlands, right? So I was hiking down the trail and I looked off to my left here and saw this. I like calling these Hansel and Gretel forests. This looks like a type of forest that just, you'd find Hansel and Gretel in, dropping their little pieces of bread along the way. The trees are mostly Douglas firs. They're all, the bottom branches are off, and it's the top branches that are getting all the sunlight and nutrients from the sun. But I really like they've got some really wonderful lines, just nice vertical lines going. And then in the background there's some, looks like it might be ocean spray. It's a shrub with some white flowers that just kind of, the tassel almost like. So there's a little bit of highlight. There's a lot of ferns at the base here. Right now got it zoomed in pretty much all the way. I'm using an 18 to 70 millimeter lens. And I've got it at f8 at ISO 200, and that's giving me 0.5 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead, it's on a 2-second timer. And I think it's actually okay. It doesn't, There's no real spikes anywhere. It is a darker scene, and I'm kind of excited to see it in Photoshop. Well, made it to the big tree, and it's big. Trying to think of a good way to capture this. Not absolutely positive. There's a lot of highlights from the sky. Thinking of focusing in kind of close. Like, get really close to this. Look how thick the bark is. It's a Douglas fir. And the thick, dark Douglas fir bark. I mean, look at this. It goes. That's how big this thing is. Helps protect it from fire. And let's see if there's anything here that really strikes my fancy. Kind of like the little trees here against the bark. Wonderful little tree here. I think I might try something like this. Now I've set up a composition here that includes this piece of the root and the fern, and gets into some of the thick bark with the little trees and shrub. It looks like it might be a wild blueberry shrub. And not too sure I'm really liking the composition. I'm getting quite a bit of the sky that I'm not too keen on, but it might work. I might be able to figure out something to do with the sky later on. So it's got it pretty far zoomed out, so more of the 18 is the end of the spectrum of the zoom lens, and it's 2 seconds f10. I wanted f10 because I'm going to need a little bit more depth of field here, and in ISO 200. So I'm going to go ahead, it's on 2-second timer, go ahead and get this. I also focused more on the root than the tree itself. Yeah, it looks good, except, again, I'm not too sure I really like it. I have a tree that's leaning, and it's actually going right into the corner. You know, I'm going to be coming back here in a couple of weeks. And I think I am going to spend a little bit more time on the tree then. And right now I want to get down to the beach. Talk about a wilderness beach just outside of city limits. Just as I was coming down, I noticed a bald eagle flying out in that direction. Got down to the beach, 2 great blue herons that were just sitting right over there, lifted up and started flying. Young juvenile bald eagle squawked at me and flew off. So much wildlife right here, right near an airfield and the city of Oak Harbor, and these birds are just right here, right next to the beach. Not much happening right at the moment. There is a composition I'm seeing with a couple of the islands, and could frame it up. I am a little concerned. It's a bit of a hill coming out of here, and like I said, I neglected to think about that. I now know better, so I'm gonna frame up a composition and get my tripod level here. And the clouds are gorgeous. And the moon, if you use photo pills at all, I'm going to pull it up here. The moon itself is going to rise over that way, which, if you can see, is nothing but clouds right at the moment. Oh, actually, the moon's going to be way down there. I completely misjudged that. I need to look at the photographer's ephemeris next time. But that way is north. I'm actually getting some pretty nice color up north. And then over here is obviously west. And so some nice light on those clouds over there too. I'm going to frame up an image here. And, oh, there goes another eagle. Hopefully, oh, yep, goes right through my video. Hi guys. I love eagles. I just love wildlife. So I'm going to go ahead and frame up an image, get my tripod level. And, it's not going to be anything spectacular. It's going to be more of an image just to say, hey, look, there's an island here, and there's other islands. Not too exciting. ISO 200, F10, I could probably open it up. Now, only one of those birds would fly through. If I open it to F8, I can get 1/200th of a second. So if I can get a bird to fly through, that might be even more exciting. Just have to wait for a bird. But I'm going to go ahead and 2-second timer. I'm just going to go ahead and grab an image right now. And, it's not too bad. It's what it is.